Hello everybody, welcome to our channel Immigration to Canada. Before I start explaining this video, I'm going to show you two links, drive links that you can use to find resources for preparation to your IELTS test. Here is a link for IELTS academic test preparation and another one for the immigration IELTS or the general training. Of course, for immigration, you will need to take the general training, not the academic, but you can also use the academic resource for preparation to be ready to have a higher score in your IELTS test. I will put these two links in the description of the video. Now, I'm going to explain each part of the IELTS test. So now we're going to talk about the writing section of the IELTS test. In the writing section, you have two tasks. In the first task, it's about writing a situation that required a formal, informal, or semi-formal letter. So in this task, you are represented with a situation and required to write a personal response in a form of informal, semi-formal, or formal letter of at least 150 words in the answer booklet provided. The situations are asked to write about are common. Everyone, such as writing to a college accommodation officer about problems with accommodations, writing to a new employer about time management problem they are having, writing to a local newspaper about a plan to develop a local airport, writing to a renting agency to sort out problems with the heating system in their house, or in your house, of course. So in this task, you are told what kind of information in the form of 3 bullet points they must include in your response. You might be required to request or give information and or explain a situation. To do this, you may need to do some of the following. Ask for and or provide general factual information, express needs, wants, likes or dislikes, express opinion or complaint, make request, or make suggestion or recommendations. The style of writing that you have to use depends who they are asked to write, or who is your audience, and who are supposed to know them, how well you're supposed to know them. They need to write in a style that is appropriate for your audience and that will help you to achieve your purpose of writing. For example, if you write to a friend, it will be informal. If you write to a manager, it will be semi-formal or formal. You don't need to include any address at the head of your letter. You should spend no more than 20 minutes on this task. You are asked to write at least 150 words and will be penalized if your answer is too short. You will not be penalized for writing more than 150 words. It's at least 150 words. You should remember that a longer task, one answer may mean that you have less time for the task 2, which contributes twice as much as the writing band score. So the task 2 has more score than the task 1, so you have to spend only 20 minutes in the first task. You should also note that you will be penalized for irrelevant if the response is off topic or is not written as full. Connected text using bullet points in any part of your response or not form. You will be severely penalized for plagiarism if you copy from another source. It must be your own style. This task assists your ability to follow English letters writing conventions, what order to put information in, what style to use, how to write and finish a letter, to use a language accurately, and appropriately, to organize and link information coherently and cohesively. You have only one question in this task. In the second task, in writing task 2, you write a semi-formal, neutral, discursive essay of at least 250 words in your answer book provided. The task instruction give information about a point of view, argument or problem. You will have to discuss this, which might involve providing general factual information, outlining and or presenting a solution, justifying an opinion, evaluating evidence and ideas. So this task counts as twice the score of the task number 1. The topics are of general interest, such as whatever children leisure activities should be educational, why families are not so close as they used to be, how they could be brought together, how environmental problem can be solved, how should pay for the care of old people, whatever smoking should be banned in public places, and all other general interest topics. So in this task, you should make sure that you complete the task carefully and provide a full and relevant response. You should organize your idea clearly and make sure to support your arguments with relevant examples, including from your own experience where relevant, or evidence. For this task, you need to be able to communicate more abstract and complex ideas and use a range of vocabulary and grammatical structure. Task number 2 contributes twice as much on the final writing band score as task number 1. Therefore, test taker who fail to attempt to answer this task will greatly reduce their chance of achieving a good score. So you need to focus in this task more than the task 1. Of course, you have to focus on the task 1 too, but this task is twice as important as the task number 1. Test takers are asked to write at least 250 words and will be penalized if you write too short or less than that. But you shouldn't spend more than 40 minutes on this task, because the 20 other minutes are for the first task. You should also note that you will be penalized for irrelevant if the response is off topic or is not written as full. Connected text, using bullets points in any part of the response or not form. You also will be severely penalized for plagiarism if you copy from another source. This task assesses the ability to follow English discursive written convention, what order to put information in, what style to use, how to start and finish discursive written, how to paragraph, how to organize and link information coherently and cohesively, and how to use language accurately and appropriately. The number of questions is 1. So, how is the IELTS General Training Writing marked? Writing response are assessed by certified IELTS examiner. All IELTS examiners hold relevant teaching qualification and are recruited as examiner by the test center and approved by the British Council or the IELTS Australia. Each task is assessed independently. The assessment of task 2 carry more weight in marking than task 1. Scores are reported in whole and half band. Detailed performance descriptors have been developed which describe written performance at the 9 IELTS band. They are available on the How IELTS is Scored page. The descriptors apply to both the Academy and General Training version and are based on the following criteria. So the first criteria is task achievement, if you achieve the task. So if you respond to the question and achieve what they ask. Coherence and cohesion. Lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. So that's how they mark your essay. Task number 2. It's also the task response, if you respond on the question. Coherence and cohesion, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy. Almost the same thing. So for the task 1, this assesses how appropriately, accurately and relevantly the response fulfilled the requirements set out on the task, using the minimum of 150 words. General Training Writing Task 1 is a written task with a largely predicted output, in that each task set out the context and purpose of the letter and the function the test taker should cover in order to achieve this purpose. The coherence and cohesion. They assess the overall clarity and fluency of the message, how the response organize and link information, ideas and language. Coherence refers to the linking of ideas through logical sequencing. Cohesion refers to the varied and appropriate use of cohesive devices, for example logical connector, pronoun and conjunction, to assist in making the conceptual and the referential relationship between and within sentences clear. The lexical resource. This refers to the range of vocabulary the test taker have used in the accuracy and appropriately of use in terms of the specific task. Grammatical range and accuracy. This refers to the range of accurate use of grammar as manifested in the test taker's sentence writing. For the task number 2, it's almost the same thing. In both IELTS Academy and IELTS General Training version, task number 2 requires test taker to formulate and develop a proposition in relation to a question or statement. Ideas should be supported by evidence, and example may be down from the test taker's own experience. Response must be at least 250 words in length. Script under the required minimum word limit will be penalized. The other 3 assessment criteria, cohesion and coherence, lexical resource, grammatical range and accuracy, are the same for the task 1 and the task 2. I hope that the explanation was clear, and if you like the video, please click on the button like. If you dislike it, please click on the button dislike. If you have a question or you need something to be re-explained, just put it in the comment and I will answer you. And if you're not yet a follower of the channel, please click on the button subscribe and follow the channel to have everything new. I hope that you enjoyed the explanation, and see you next time.